Hey everyone, it's me, Sarah. Today I'm going to build an RSVP form for an upcoming event using Google Forms. I'll cover how to customize your forms with colors and some general formatting options. I like to use Google Forms because it's free, it's easy, and it works, which is fantastic. So here's the situation. I want to try to keep track of who will be attending a tour I've planned for our wedding guests who come into town early. I'd like guests to RSVP from our wedding website. To do this, I'm going to create an RSVP form using Google Forms. Then I'm going to embed it onto the website. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is go to Google Forms. Google.com/forms. Okay. Oh, it's my lucky day. The template gallery has an RSVP form already built, so I'll start by opening that template. Okay, so first the title of the event. So this is for the Camden Yards Stadium Tour. Tour on May 4th. So that's just what we'll call it. The next field on the template is for any additional information, such as the event address and contact information. For now, I'm just going to say that the event is going to be at Camden Yards. And I don't want to put my contact information on the form, so I'm just going to remove it. Okay. Next, the template asks, can you attend? I want my guests to feel invited, but not obligated, so I'm going to change the tone of the question, and instead I'm going to ask, how about if you'll be in town, are you able to join us? Alright. So the choices, as you can see, are either yes, I'll be there, or sorry, can't make it. Note on the right-hand side of the screen, it is a multiple choice question type. Depending on what you want to know, use different question types to easily gather information. You can also make the question required or not. I'm going to leave it as required. I like the next question, what are the names of people attending, so I'm just going to leave it. The question type here is the paragraph type. That way, responses can be as long or as short as needed. I'm going to make this a required question type too. I don't need this next question, so I'm just going to delete it by clicking on the question and pushing the trash can icon at the bottom of the screen. I always like to leave a space for comments and/or questions, and since this paragraph style question is already here and it isn't required, I'm just going to leave it. If I wanted to add another question, I just click the addition button under the last question. Like that. I don't want it, so I'm going to delete it. I'm done with the questions on this form, but have fun and play around with the options down here. So next, let's look at the form settings by clicking this gear icon at the top of the form. The first tab is for general settings. I actually do want to collect email addresses so that I could send attendees a reminder email the day before the event, so I'm going to check this box. Be sure to save any changes you make in form settings. I don't have a preference about the other general settings, so I'm going to leave them as they are for now. The next tab is for presentation settings. This is where I'm going to customize the confirmation messages that respondents receive. I just want it to be a little friendlier, so I'll change the period to an exclamation mark. If this was a quiz, we would look at the third type of settings, but it's not, so let's skip it. We're done, let's push save. So next we're going to customize the appearance because I want the form to be a lot less pink, so I want to change the color scheme. This can be done by clicking the painter's palette icon on the top of the screen, close to the gear button. Let's see what this color looks like. Yes, that's much better. So I think the form is done, but I want to see what it looks like from a respondent's point of view. Click the eye or preview icon at the top of the screen next to the palette. So this is what it looks like. Looks good, looks good. Next, we just have to share our form so people know they should fill it out if they want. When you're ready to publish, click the Send button at the top of the screen. You have three options for sharing a form. You can send an email, you can create a link, or you can embed the form on a website. Or you can do all three if you like. I use the link option to create a button on our wedding website. However you choose to share your form, the next thing you have to do is just sit back and wait for responses to roll in. I always test each form to make sure it looks good and works the way I want it to. So I'm going to test it. Alright, so you can see you have a response. This is what respondents see when they hit submit. Okay, back to the form. Now I have my first response, as you can see by the number 1 on the Responses tab. I want to be informed by email every time a new RSVP is submitted, and I noticed that I didn't receive one for this first entry. To change the settings to receive notifications about new submissions, make sure you are on the Responses tab, then click on these 3 dots. Select the option to receive notifications, and that should do it. Thank you so much for learning with me. Bye!